What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Quote of the day. Why are you late? Because you overslept. Why did you oversleep? Because you didn't set your alarm. Why didn't you set your alarm? Because you forgot. Why did you forget? Because you don't care. The Catalyst. Song of the day. More Than Victim by Linkin Park. I remember one of my first and most scariest promotions. I went around and I asked a bunch of my friends who had been promoted before, a bunch of my mentors who were in the position that I was getting now. I asked them for advice. And when I asked them, they all came to me and they told me different things, which all, helped. One of them was you're going to have to ask somebody about 5 times why before you get to the root of the problem. And this is one of the scenarios that I ran into as said supervisor. And it's, why are you late? Or why didn't you show up? And it is always accompanied by said excuse. I'm not saying that there isn't a valid reason for being late. I'm not saying that there isn't something that happens that's outside of your circumstances. A loved one being injured or hurt is one of those circumstances. You being injured or hurt is one of those circumstances. When we get down to 9 times out of the 10, your reason for why you're not doing something boils down to you don't care. Most of the time, it's just simply the fact that you don't care. And that's it. You were late because you overslept. You overslept because you didn't set your alarm. You didn't set your alarm because you weren't thinking about setting your alarm. You weren't thinking about setting your alarm because you weren't thinking about work. You weren't thinking about work because you don't care about your job. And that's how it is with all goals. What's important, you make time for. What's important, you set reminders for. What's important, you don't forget. And it's cut and dry. That's plain and simple. People will always tell you, well, I forgot. Yeah, but you didn't forget to make your car payment. You didn't forget to feed yourself. You didn't forget to cut your hair or get your nails done. But you forgot to go after your hopes and dreams, huh? You forgot to rendezvous with the people and the mentors that are pushing you to set goal, right? See, it's not that you forgot. It's just that you don't care. Now that we've established that you don't care, let's address that. Should you care? And if you shouldn't, live your life. Go on about your goal. But if you should care, you should start to change that mentality. What I'm getting at is when you have a goal, when you want to achieve something, it's not just your words or your thoughts, but your actions start to line up so that you can get to that goal. You start to move different. You start to speak different. You start to think different. You don't continue to do the same thing. You don't continue to have these same repetitious thoughts of thinking that people are always constantly give constant excuses on why they forget about something. And then I point to something that they didn't forget about that they easily could have. And then they're like, well, you got a point. I know. You don't care. Once you can start to realize how you feel about certain things, and once you can start to realize how you feel about your goals, you can start to change your mentality to that. You can start to adjust your actions to that. Hopefully that helps you guys out there. Hopefully that helps you discern things and discern people's intentions. I don't let people say one thing and do something else. I really do not care about your apologies. And I really don't care about how much you hope to support me. I care about those actions. The best apology is always going to be changed behavior. Words are fleeting. We can write those down all day. We can read those things all day. We can rehearse them in our times. But actions move the needle. Actions are what are written in stone. Actions determine where you put your care to. And I said it once and I'll say it again. The things that you care about, you make time for. Make sure you're making time for your hopes, your dreams, and your goals. All right, guys. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to one another. Keep me in your prayers. I'll forever keep you in mind. Endure, believe, rise.